Our today's topic of discussion is exponential form of complex numbers. Exponential form of complex number. So far we have discussed that z is equals to x plus iy. This is the rectangular form. Then r cos of theta plus I sin theta. This is the polar form. This is our rectangular form. Today we want to find out the exponential form. So let us write X series for Maclaurin's series for exponential function e raised to power x is equals to 1 plus x square upon factorial 2 plus x cube factorial 3 plus x4 factorial 4 plus x5 upon factorial 5 plus x6 upon factorial 6 and so on. Okay. So if we replace x by I theta, where theta is a real number, I is our entity I, and I is equals to under root minus 1, then this series will be transformed as e raised to power x is equals to 1 plus I theta plus I theta square factorial 2 plus I theta cube factorial 3 plus I theta 4 factorial 4 plus I theta 5 factorial 5 plus I theta factorial 6 upon 6 and so on. Okay. So now we use that we know that I square equals to minus 1, I4 is equals to plus 1, and I cube is equals to minus iota, and so on. These values we will keep in mind and write down the values. So let us go for the next sheet. So this becomes e raised to power x is e raised to power I theta is equals to 1 plus I theta plus I square theta square factorial 2 plus I cube theta cube upon factorial 3 plus I4 theta 4 factorial 4 plus I5 theta 5 factorial 6 factorial 5 plus I6 theta 6 upon factorial 6 and so on. So e raised to power I theta is equals to 1 plus I theta plus this I square is minus 1 theta square factorial 2 plus I cube is minus iota theta cube factorial 3, I4 is plus 1 plus I5 is iota theta 5 upon factorial 5 plus I6, I square is minus 1 cube, so this becomes minus 1 theta 6 factorial 6 and so on. We can write other terms. So e raised to power I theta is equals to 1 plus I theta minus theta square factorial 2 minus I theta cube factorial 3 plus theta 4 factorial 4 plus I theta 5 factorial 5 minus theta 6 upon factorial 6 and so on. Okay, so if you observe this series carefully, then we come to know that there are some terms containing I which are imaginary, and there are other terms which are real. There are other terms which are real, and there are terms which are imaginary. So what we will do? We will separate the real and imaginary terms. So e raised to power I theta is equals to 1 minus theta square upon factorial 2 plus theta 4 upon factorial 4 minus theta 6 upon factorial 6 plus other even terms, plus from the imaginary terms we can take I common. So this becomes theta minus theta cube by factorial 3 plus theta 5 upon factorial 5 and plus other terms. Okay, so e raised to power I theta is equals to this even series theta square, theta 4, theta 6 with alternate negative positive sign. This is the series for cos theta. So I am replacing this entire series by cos theta plus, and this odd series 1 theta cube, theta 5, this series for sin theta. So we can write now that e raised to power I theta is equals to cos theta plus I theta, and if we simply multiply by r on both sides, r e raised to power I theta is equals to r cos of theta plus I of sin theta, which is nothing but our complex number in polar form. So z is equals to r e raised to power I theta is the desired exponential form of our complex number. And remember this, here this exponential function is there on one side, on another side there are periodic oscillating functions cos theta and sin theta. So the relation of these oscillating functions with this exponential function, this is known as Euler's formula. Okay, and one more thing we want to express here, that here we have replaced x by I theta. You can replace x by minus I theta. Okay, then the results will be this, that in the present case we are writing z is equals to r e raised to power I theta, and this is representing our number x plus iy, or r cos of theta plus I of sin theta. Okay, and if you have replaced x by minus I theta, then it will represent x our number x minus iy, or r cos theta minus I of sin theta. So if the minus I is here, then in the exponential form the power will be with a negative sign. If in the rectangular or polar form the I is with positive sign, your imaginary part is positive, then here in the exponential form term will come with a positive sign. This formula, this exponential form is very useful. Exponential form is useful first to multiply complex numbers, and second to divide complex numbers, and thirdly sometimes it becomes easy to evaluate some numbers, easy to evaluate values of complex numbers. Okay, so in the next we are going to solve some questions based upon this. The first question is, you are given evaluate z equals to e raised to power minus I pi by 4. So the step 1 is compare with z equals to r e raised to power I theta. So what we are getting? We get r is 1 and theta is, our argument is minus pi by 4. So step 2, because you want to evaluate. So in order to evaluate, we know the value of cos theta, cos pi by 4, sin pi by 4. These values are known to us. So now I am going to express this exponential form into the polar form. The polar form is z equals to r cos theta plus I of sin theta. Substitute value z equals to r cos of minus pi by 4 plus I sin of minus pi by 4. But you know that cos of minus theta is equals to cos theta and sin of minus theta is equals to minus sin theta. So z is equals to, r is 1, substitute values now, cos of pi by 4 minus sin of pi by 4. I is here. So cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So we can write this number as z is equals to 1 by root 2, 1 minus iota. This is the simplified form of our complex number. Or you can say we have converted this exponential form into the simplified rectangular form. Or here you can also write convert in standard form. It is one and the same thing. Let us now try to solve one more question. Say another question, that is second question, we can say evaluate e raised to power 5 pi I. Okay, so again go by step by step. Step 1 is compare with z equals to r e raised to power I theta. So we get r is equals to 1 and argument theta is equals to 5 pi. So what was the second step? Because we know the value of sine and cos. Step 2 is find the polar form. Z is equals to r cos theta plus I sin of theta. Substitute values. Z is equals to 1 cos 5 pi plus I sin of 5 pi. Z is equals to 1. Cos of 5 pi is minus 1 plus I sin 5 pi is 0. So Z is equals to minus 1 is our answer. Okay. Again you can say this is our standard form. Z is equals to 1 plus 0 iota. You can write Z is equals to 1 plus 0 iota. Again we can write here express in standard form. This is one and the same thing. So let us go for another question. Third question is express 1 plus iota root 3 raised to power 6 into exponential form. form. So let us take first z is equals to, again here we will follow the step by step procedure. Step 1 is, let z is equals to 1 plus I under root 3. Step 2 was related to comparison. Compare with x plus iy. You get x is equals to 1, y is equals to under root 3. So now we want to evaluate r. R is equal to x square plus y square. So r is equals to under root 1 square plus under root 3 square, or r is equals to 1 square plus 3 square, 4r is equals to 2. And side by side we have to evaluate the argument also. Argument tangent theta equals to y by x, or theta equals to tangent inverse y is root 3, x is 1. So you get theta is equals to pi by 3. Theta is equals to pi by 3. So theta is known to you, argument is known to you, modulus is known to you. So the exponential form is z is equals to r e raised to power I theta is equals to 2 e raised to power I pi by 3. Okay. Now what we want to evaluate? We have taken z is equals to 1 by root 3. So let us now raise to the power. Z raised to power 6 is equals to 2 e raised to power I pi by 3 raised to power 6. Okay. Next, go for the next bit. Z is equals to, we have 2 e raised to power I pi by 3 raised to power 6. Z is equals to 2 raised to power 6 e raised to power I pi by 3 into 6. Z is equals to 2 raised to power 6 and then e raised to power I. This becomes I of 2 pi. So z is equals to 64. 2 raised to power 6 is 64. E raised to power 2 pi I. Z is equals to 64 cos of 2 pi plus I of sine 2 pi. Z is equals to 64. Cos 2 pi is 1, sine 2 pi is 0. So Z is equals to 64 is our answer. We have done both the things. He said express it in the polar form. Okay, we have find the polar form. We have find the exponential form also. So this completes our this question. Let us go for another question that we want to solve now. Next question is, he may ask you find the product and the terms are given. Cos 3 pi by 4 plus I sine 3 pi by 4 raised to power 2, and the second term in the product is cos pi by 2 plus I sine pi by 2. Let us now solve this question. See, with the help of exponential it will become very, very easy. So here we can write 1, here we can write 1, and this is our multiplication sign. So if we compare it with z is equals to r cos of theta plus I sine of theta. Okay, then for the first term, r1 is equals to 1 and theta 2 is equals to 3 pi by 4. For second term, r2 is equals to 1 and theta 2 is pi by 2. So exponential form is z, if we say z is the product, z is equals to r1 e raised to power I theta 1. Second equation can be written as r2 e raised to power I theta 2. Substitute the values, and here the power is also given 2. So substitute the values. This becomes 1 e raised to power I 3 pi by 4 square star 1 e raised to power I pi by 2. So z is equals to e raised to power I 3 pi by 2 e raised to power I pi by 2. Okay. Now the two exponential terms are there. When we multiply the terms, the powers get added. So this becomes z is equals to e raised to power I 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 2 in bracket. Okay. So z is equals to e raised to power I 4 pi by 2. Z is equals to e raised to power I 2 pi. Z is equals to r cos of 2 pi plus I of sine 2 pi. Sorry, r is 1 here. So z is equals to 1 plus I into 0. So z is equals to 1. This one is our answer. The product will come out to be this. So the question has become very easy. How? With the use of this. If you have to multiply cos of 3 pi by 4 plus I sin 3 pi by 4 square with cos of pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. What we have done? We have expressed the terms first in the exponential form. So if the power was given, then we have to raise it to the power. The first term comes out to be e I raised to power 3 pi by 4. Power is 2. Second term comes out to be e I pi by 2. So when you open this bracket, this becomes e I raised to power I exponential I 3 pi by 2, and second term is exponential I pi by 2. So when we are going to multiply, the powers get added. The powers will get added. 3 pi plus pi 4 pi by 2. So it becomes 2 pi, and we can now easily evaluate. Let us go for the, this is z is equal to 1 is our desired answer. Okay.